The North Gauteng High Court reserves judgment in an application by former Hawks boss Ntlemeza. He is seeking a restraining order against Police Minister Mbalula. Ntlemeza wants the court to allow him to return to work and stop the minister from interfering in his duties. Mbalula had barred Ntlemeza from going to the Hawks offices as he is legally out of the job. But Ntlemeza insists he is head of the Hawks until the Supreme Court rules otherwise. The High Court in Pretoria granted an order last month which ruled that Ntlemeza was unfit for the position.
Not a fit and proper person to hold the office of the national head of DPCI, that's in the judgment, paragraphs 34 to 42. This is an objectionable jurisdictional fact. In its reasons for granting the order, that the operation and the execution of the order shall not be suspended and will continue to be operated and executed in full, the full bench points out that the finding of Mr. Justice Matujana that the applicant to be dishonest, duplicitous, dishonorable, and to have acted in bad faith and or ulterior motive is final in the context that the SCA dismissed the applicant's appeal against those findings.
The applicant is appearing before this court to enforce a right, not an interest. And the right he's enforcing is that it should remain in terms of the law as a matter of right at work pending the outcome of the appeal. So whether it's harmful or not, his continued stay in employment is for the employer to decide what steps to take. That cannot be a reason for him not to remain at work when the legislation provides in clear terms that is entitled to.
Ntlemeza's legal counsel, Advocate Ntlemeza argues that an appeal automatically suspends an enforcement order. However, Advocate Nazir Kasim for the minister argues that Ntlemeza should not return as full bench of the court found him unfit to hold office. Dukuda says it is now for the Supreme Court of Appeal to decide. Kasim argues that the North Gauteng High Court also denied Ntlemeza leave to appeal its ruling. Finally, Dukuda maintains that not allowing Ntlemeza back to work has caused him major reputational harm. However, Kasim insists that the application to the full bench specifically called for the court order to remain in effect, even if Ntlemeza appeals. The court has reserved a judgment, but the key question now is, shouldn't Ntlemeza just do the honourable thing and walk away from the position?
The proceedings took just a little more than an hour, and submissions were made by both parties, and the judgment is reserved for tomorrow at 10 a.m. So basically, what the submissions of both the parties are from Ntlemeza as well as the Minister Mbalula. You remember when Ntlemeza had come here seeking an interdict to stop Police Minister from allowing him to come to his work. His lawyer argued that it is his right because they had appealed to the SCA. So until and unless SCA hears that appeal, the enforcement order is suspended, so he can go back to work. They even said that because of what Minister has done, Ntlemeza's image has been badly tampered with. He even said that Ntlemeza should be allowed to go back to work until the SCA hears the appeal. On the other side, Minister's legal representative strongly arguing that the full bench, at least 4 of the judges from that full bench had found that Ntlemeza was dishonest and he's not fit to hold that office, so he really cannot go back to the office.